Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming joining the stream, or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you very much for spending your time here. So we're going to be starting the Grimsby Town episode. What episode are we? We're only on episode number 6, but it feels like we've been going longer, but that's because I've had to take some time off. So thank you very much for coming joining. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, as always, leave some comments down below if you enjoy it and what you would like changing, if there is anything you would like changing. So we're going to be starting again, ramping it up, getting towards the second half of the season, nearly into the January transfer window, when we can start to look at getting players in on pre-contract, which should be good, hopefully, for their next season. Fingers crossed that the error that I made with the budgets earlier on doesn't come back to bite us. We look like we're going to have maybe some selection issues for this game because of the amount of fitness we've got available. So it looks like we're going to have to be swapping a lot of players around. So we're probably going to go with a rather attacking kind of front four. Yeah, we probably will. I'll probably change it up a little bit, and then I'll play Campbell wide and we'll play Costa through that little bit of the middle. It looks like we're going to have to rotate pretty much everybody out, because I do not want to risk any kind of injuries here. Collins, I haven't got another right back, so Fox is going to have to start, and we'll bring on both Collins and Famewell. And yeah, Welsh can come onto the bench. Who's he going to come onto the bench for? Hooper or Thomas? Thomas has scored the most this season. I think it's going to have to, you know, well, it's going to have to be Thomas. Hooper's made most of the impression coming off the bench, so we'll do it for Thomas. So yeah, we've got some decent players on the bench. We can't play Pringle or Gaston Gomez because of the rules we made earlier on in the stream. Well, in the series, should I say, in the series. So I hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good time. Let's go into the first game of the stream. We're against Tranmere. We're at home, so hopefully the crowd should be able to get behind us and we should do well. Fingers crossed. Yep, so hopefully we should be able to do it. For some reason, YouTube may have not sent the invite, may have not sent the notification out for some reason. It looks like I haven't got the notification through for myself to say that the stream's live, so that probably sucks. Ah well, nothing I can do to change that. I've just sent tweet out and put the thing on, so that's all we can do. And let's get into this, and the only thing I really can do now is make sure that I win this game of football. Oh, we've got Costa making a run down the line. Is he back into Fox? Essental. Oops. Whitehouse goes out. Dixon. We've not really got anybody in the box for the cross. And again, just couldn't get that pass around the corner. Wanted one more pass.
How it always used to be. Don't see it quite so often these days, but that's a classic formation.
Essental tries to get into Robles, and Banks stops it. And we've got Smith on the overlap. Can't quite get there. Well, battled back by Whitehouse. Whenever we've called on Whitehouse, he's always been a solid player, so hopefully he can step up given the starting role today. We've worked it down the line, now we're going to go again. Chiqui Guerrero, balls into the back post, Campbell's on the head, good save by the keeper. First bit of success down that left hand side. we were able to get a decent cross in as well. So that's a bonus. We usually don't break through that early in the first game of the stream. Usually takes me a while to get up to speed in the game. Oh. Tyler skips one challenge, gives it to Fox, and then we're going to try and get it to Campbell, but it's a good defending by Reinhold. Trying to get it into Campbell. Costip loses out to McCulloch. And now it's the time for Tranmere to break. We're blocked by Dixon, and we can hopefully reset. And oh, Hessenthaler just manages to evade that challenge. Whitehouse breaking forward a bit, gives it into Robles. Robles, 2 men on him, gonna have to go back.
Looking for an opening with good control build-up.
Hessenthaler to Campbell. Uses his strength just to get a bit of space. To Fox. Fox gets it in, tries to whip it in. Look, and no one's there. I was going to say luckily, but no, unluckily for us, there was nobody there to really take advantage of that. I keep saying Robles, he's probably Robles, because he's English. I keep thinking he's Spanish, but he's not. Because it's definitely, if his name was, if he was Spanish, it'd definitely be Robles or something like that. But he's English, so it's probably Robles or Robles. That's a good ball in. Dixon, good defending, but he's gone back out to Jennings. Dangerous. Weather the storm. Well done, Collins. Oh, loses it again though. Close him down, close him down. Dangerous. Good little touch on it from Whitehouse. Why not? I can't speak at the minute. They've pushed him back out, but it's still dangerous. Well done, Whitehouse. Oh, Costa couldn't get it through to Chicky Guerrero. Would have been a great bit of play if he'd got that through. Good battling back by Whitehouse. He's definitely stepping up in this game so far. Hessenthaler tries to skip round his man, good defending. Tranmere looking to break. That's a great ball. Smith, he's knocked it back. Norwood with the chip, and it's in. Oh. That was a lovely, lovely chip. Can't take anything away from that. And the over the top through ball did it. I was expecting Smith to run through. That's why obviously McEwen come out. But, well, we got caught. Caught on the counter. And now Norwood's in again.
Little private game between the two of them.
And luckily that's offside. I was just about to say that that was ridiculously easy.
Fox. Whitehouse. Robles.
Good morning, Brandon. Hope you're doing well. Team progress is going okay.
And Dixon.
I'm currently playing a lot better than I was before, but we're still not quite getting everything to gel. It's getting everything consistent is my trouble. Oh, tried a different routine on the corner, didn't work. That's the key. He's keeping consistency is my problem. All of a sudden, it'll be a case of we'll come up against the team and then I just lose it. Good morning, FIFA fan. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. It's been able for FIFA to allow me to pick the right pass as well. That's another thing that's a little bit annoying. Good morning, Ricky. It looks like everyone's starting to join now, which is good news. Oh, it's off McCullough. Excuse me. Why couldn't we play on there? Why was that allowed to what? Good afternoon, FIFA fan. If it's afternoon for you, good afternoon. Why wasn't that? It was a deflection that was going into the area. That's ridiculous, referee. Absolutely ridiculous. Why was that not allowed? Chicky G tries to use the ball roll to get past him. Oh, then again, he could have won it back. Oh, nice play from Banks. Very nice play.
Norwood. Now this looks promising. Jennings. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass.
Oh, damn. Caught out in the pass again. Norwood. Good defending. Come get it, Campbell. You've got to come and get that.
There's going to be a substitution. It's for the away team. Read the play well to intercept.
Chicky Guerrero. Caprice knocks it over, and that's going to be a throw in for Tranmere probably. Oh no, we actually get the throw in. That's good. Oh, come on. You can make that 5-yard pass. Oh, Court trying to just pinch it. Collins has done so well to keep that in. And now we try and break.
It's a very good interception.
Right, so obviously the Campbells... to be perfectly honest... a striker seems to be one of our weakest points. But we have got, but the thing is, we have got enough strikers, but we do just seem to be weak in there. Oh, what a goal! I was not expecting that to go in. Striker and defence. Basically, anything apart from left back in the defence, we need improvement. But Brandon, we're not looking for transfers. We're going to be looking for players on pre-contract. That was an absolute little grass grubber from Whitehouse. An absolute grubber. It didn't move more than, what, a foot off the floor? And finds its way into the bottom corner. Great finish. That shot was more of hope rather than an expectation. And it went in. And of course, if you do, while we're doing the pre-contracts, if you've got a keeper that would be okay on pre-contract, then we might be better off getting one of them as well. Because I've got a youth keeper that's going to be coming through, but I don't think he's going to be ready for next season. to make some changes. Costa's played well, but we're going to need just some fresh legs in that area. Same with Hooper and Hessenthaler, and we'll bring on Manjak. Bring on big old Manny. Whitehouse has played well. I'm keeping him on. He's got the goal as well, so.
One or two players are warming up.
One Chicky.
We'll see who comes on. Now Dixon.
Robles. Campbell's in. Campbell shoots. Yes! We've turned it around. We have turned it around. And we've got Remy Campbell another goal. Get in. Nice little bit of play. Into Robles' feet and then a lovely ball through the gap. And that is a good finish. 2-1 Grimsby. And the subs are on now, so we've got some fresh legs to try and hold on to this lead. I'm going to keep it on attacking for the next like 5 or 10 minutes. Just to see, because they're going to start to push. So we can see maybe we can catch them and get third. That's what I would like. Obviously, if we start to come under too much pressure, we need to go back to balanced. We're defending. Good header, Foxy. Well, okay header. Great save, McEwen. That is an absolutely amazing save. Right, we're now. I've just said it. We're going back. We definitely are going defensive straight away. Not defensive. Sorry, we're going back to balanced. Oh, we take Foxy's arm. We escape one. Hooper gets around the outside. Cook gets shrugged off the ball. Foul, referee. What's your wage budget? Nothing. My wage budget is nothing at the minute. But I don't know what that does with pre-contracts, because last year it didn't take anything into account. So I have not a clue. I'll tell you when we get to January. We'll have a look, see what it says. Oh wow! Please say that, McEwen. Oh no! Not like, obviously not like that, but. That's stupid. That Ricky, come on. You know what I mean.
Yeah, it was a half decent chance, maybe snatched at it a touch.
Hooper.
I mean, what I meant is he didn't take into account what we were currently on. It still took money into account, but it didn't take all of the money into account. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what they've done for this year, whether it was any different. Cook was offside, no, Robles was offside. But I thought it was worth whipping the ball in anyway. Knew that as soon as I whipped the ball in that he was going to get called. This ball in the middle of the park, don't want to be doing that.
Not too many more attacks, I don't think. Very late in the game.
Just get in!
Victory.
Get in. Phew. He managed to win from coming from 1-0 down. Whitehouse spurred it on with a great goal. And Remy Campbell gets the second. Oh, turn that around pretty nicely. We're starting to really dominate possession in games now, so I'm definitely getting a feel for the game. Definitely getting a much better feel for the game than I did have in early on. Manager improvement ratings up to 91. Awesome. Yeah, I'll show you the wage budget at the minute. We've got 33,000. We've only got £33,000 in the budget. So even if it's like, if we scroll that all the way to the left, that's £1,000 a week. So fingers crossed he doesn't do anything to mess it up. But if he does, when we get to January and start to do pre-contract, we might use one of those financial takeovers, just so we can actually get some players in for next season. And again, I have got my scouts. I went to try and do centre back first team pacey, but obviously they haven't just got pacey, so let me just take off the pacey. Just go first team quality. I'm going to change that to actually give me a position. So I'm going to go, this one is going to change it to striker. Well, attacker. So we've got promising players, and we're going to change this one again to 16 to 23. Yeah, basically cheating, Ricky. Yeah, we are going to basically cheat, because at the end of the day, I messed up really badly, and I don't want this series to really suffer with you getting bored with me not being able to do anything because I made a mistake. So, you know, it is what it is. We've got promising players, we've got first team quality centre backs, this is the one where we've got players who have got less than a year on the contract, as you can see, expiring in 8 months, so we will be able to hopefully get some of these, one or two of these players in. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to select a couple that we might be able to get stand a chance. I mean, Kieran Agard, I'm going to get it scouted because he would be great if we could. Cowan Hall. Arias will do him as well. Morecambe. Let's have a look at some defenders. I want a defender that's fairly quick, like Nick Bates. He would be a good shout. I need a right back though. I definitely need a right back, so you can get scouted. And there's only one right back in. Why is there not that many left backs? Sorry, right backs. So yeah, we'll try those. We'll try those, and we'll see what goes on. We'll see what happens. So our youth team at the minute, Marcus White is slowly coming up, 57 rated, 70 to 84. Marcus Robinson is only going to get to 81, but yeah, it's alright. And Max Thomas, the right back, is going to get released, because we can save a little bit of money there by him not being in the club. And let's just review who we've got on the scouting. So Ante Oliver is our goalkeeper, and he's hopefully going to be our first team choice in maybe a season's time. Costa is up to a 60. He was our scout future star. He's hopefully going to be increasing very quickly. And this is forget his first name, but he's King. He's a centre back, so hopefully he'll be centre back for the future. Fingers crossed we can get all these up. I mean, Ante Oliver's now up to a 60, which is good. So hopefully he will be fighting for McEwen's place sooner rather than later. And what we'll do is we'll set the line up when we get closer to it. We're in the FA Cup second round, so we could do with winning, get some money. Moving into December. Oh, that's good. That's great, that is. EF2 Player of the Month shortlist. 3 Grimsby Town players. Get in, Grimsby. Kieran Agard. Yeah, 67. He would be brilliant if we could get someone like him in. Oh, Kane Wilson. He's on loan at Walsall. We'll get him scouted. Any more right backs in here? Kyle Walker-Peters. Obviously, Kyle Walker-Peters is flipping insane. Kane Vincent-Young is a good one that I would like to be able to get, but obviously, with him being a left back, we're not really looking for a left back. Can he not give us just a right back for a change? No, okay, no, I definitely could. But it's like if we look at the ones that are on high wage, Manjek, it's the ones that we signed. It's like Manjek is the one that's on the highest wage at the minute. It's like Manjek is the 69. He's the one, and we signed him as pre-contract. Right, guys, I'm just going to have to leave you for 2 seconds. I just need to make a phone call. So just give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to organise something for, well, should have been going out like straight at 11 o'clock, but plans have just changed. Me and the fiance were supposed to be picking up the wedding rings this morning. We can't pick them up till this afternoon, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's good. But yeah, that's the problem I've got at the minute, Ricky, because it's like the most highest. The highest rated player by wages is a guy that we brought in at the start of the season, so we can't really do anything. Please don't be anyone amazing in here. Oh, no! Ooh. We could get him. We could only get one player in. Who's got the highest? Who's got the highest valuation? He's got the highest valuation with that. Yeah, maybe one of the players that's on that. Okay, so we're gonna get. We can finally get a youth player in. So we're gonna get Aki Masi, which looks like, I'm gonna say he's another centre mid, and he's potentially got 94 up to 88 sprint speed, 94 balance, 94 agility, 80 up to 81 ball control. Yeah, we'll get him in. And that's the scouting done, and that is taking our money down to. Oh, we got some money. Oh, we got some money. Oh, we got a bit of money for something. I don't know what money we got, but we got a bit of money. Good morning, KP. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we've got another youth player in. So yeah, 49 at the minute, potential to be 94. His valuation's not good. His agility's already 83. Damn. I'm going to leave him in there for a little bit just to get him into the 50s, and we'll change the squad. Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Definitely a good suggestion, and we will look at it. I'm going to give Whitehouse another start alongside Manja because he played well last game. And yeah, we'll do RC. We'll do RC and Guerrero as that. And Hendry. Apparently he'll play. Yeah, he does. I will do, but I'm leaving him in there for a month just to see how much his what you call it, his thing changes, because he could change like straight away after being in there for a month for just basically just being. It could be, he could go from a 94 potential to be 94 to a potential to be 74, just based on being there for a month, and I don't want to necessarily waste money on a contract for him when he's not going to really have a decent valuation. Is that all the subs you need to make? I think so. We've got Campbell and Hooper on the bench, Welsh, Dixon, Hessenthaler, Rose and Costa. Yep, that looks like a good enough lineup. Let's go. His agility makes it stand out. But only having a 49 overall to start off with has me worried that he's going to be a flop. So we're away at Macclesfield in the second round of the FA Cup. If we can win this, hopefully we can get a promising third round tie against a big club and make some money. But we'll probably get knocked out by Macclesfield right here. They'll probably just turn up, pretend to be Barcelona, and then that'll be it. James McEwen. At least he's got a face on here that smiles. That's my problem. I'll keep bringing it up. That is my problem with professional footballers in this game. FIFA could probably get a much better photograph of the players, but they choose not to. Some of the players look damn right moody.
And here it is, the starting 11 for the home side today. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid. They've got a bit of protection.
Hendry, lovely little chip to Arce. Oh, Hendry's made another run. We'll go back to the right back. Hendry. Arce's now around the outside. Nice ball in. Oh, couldn't get it in. Good morning, AJ. Hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you doing? Had a good week. Looking forward to this weekend. Doing much.
In for a snore fest here when there's not going to be many chances at either end.
Loyola drops a player. That's just too close to the keeper, Taylor. Good header, Whitehouse. Cook. Oh, Chicky G's just ran offside. Gives it off to Loyola. We'll go back again.
Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Could get the ball into the box now.
Manjak's got some space. Going to have a crack straight down this throw to the defender. And Pearson with an acrobatic clearance to save the corner. Which match are you talking about, AJ? Oh, Everton, okay.
It's a good cross.
And I stepped back to get the cross in, and he probably could have just passed it to the defender himself rather than trying to go for the cross.
That's good control. Pearson.
Nathan Bliss it. Oh, Hendry. The little flick. Excellente. Whitehouse, hold off your man. Well done. And Bliss it runs through Cook. Arce's nicked it. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas. To Cook. We had an opportunity. We wasted it really. Oh, hang on. Whitehouse again. From range. This time doesn't come through. What do you reckon the score's going to be in your Everton game then, AJ? Oh, he's fighting through Loyola's feet. He megged him. knocking over the top. Maycock's there. 4-0. Okay. Chicky G, is he going to win this foot race? No, not really. Oh, then again, Grimes lost it out. Oh, that is so unlucky.
They want to get out of this position where they're just defending their own penalty area.
And slow.
And play more active in the game.
Whitehouse gets a bit of space. Oh, his first touch was way too heavy. I would love to know how there, for some reason, my attacker didn't automatically go and try and challenge that ball. He just basically just waited. Oh, what a terrible ball. Puts us right back under pressure from King. Loyola luckily comes back and helps him. That is not a bad ball, though. Thomas is in. Good save by Taylor. Nearly manages to work it. That was a great ball by Cookie. And is that a corner? Oh, it is as well. Okay. Guerrero lifts it in. Keeper punches it. Can we get this knocked down? We can. Cook. He's going to have a go from range. No power on it at all. Easy for the keeper. Whitehouse does well. That's a good bit of play. It's goal! Ref! That's a... Free kick? Never. Never. Never in a million years, ref. Loyola sprinting clear, gives it to Chicky. Gonna look over the top for Thomas. That's a great ball. Thomas dinks it in. Oh, say on the volley! What great defending! Oh, defender was just absolutely perfectly placed to stop that. Oh, and Vincenti's managed to skip around him. And that is half time, and we should be winning. We've had the opportunities. We've definitely had the opportunities. We should be 1-0 up.
Here we go for the second half of this Emirates FA Cup tie.
Yeah, the first half wasn't bad. Hoping for more of the same here.
Arsene. Whitehouse.
Oh, Whitehouse has got it to go in again! Whitehouse with his left foot on the edge of the area is dangerous. I swear he's right-footed as well, but he's managed to just float that in. Blindside of the keeper and the defender. He's no right that this should go in, really. He's just kind of stabbed at it and just, it's floated in. Past the sliding keeper and past the sliding defender and the keeper's dive. He has just floated that into the bottom corner. 2-2 for Whitehouse. There's no way that should have gone in, really. Hi, Pizza, Crazy Pizza Gaming. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Good head away, Kingy. We'll let that go for a goal kick. Good. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear.
Coming on strong, looking to play their way through now.
Try to slip it through to Cookie. That's a good ball, but it's too strong.
That's a straightforward piece of work for the goalkeeper.
Oh, so he can't quite keep that in.
Throwing stakes for the goalkeeper after that. It's a tactical substitution for the losing team.
Oh, you lucky low. Manjek does the no-nonsense thing and just says, Avi, to get out of my area. We need to keep this defensive clear. Sometimes you need a bit of no-nonsense, just hoof it up the field and then reset.
We've had an hour gone here and still 30 minutes left. Arsenal. Well, they're sitting off the opposition here. That can invite pressure. Support play from his teammates. Now the shot. Blocked it then.
Try to get an instant shot off with Thomas. Oh, Zhang Jingbao. Good morning, Exchange. Wow, that was close. Have you guys been playing FIFA 19? If you have, what game mode have you been playing the most? And what are you enjoying and what are you hating about this game? If anything, obviously.
It's the case of finding the spare man is always available in their own half and the opposition letting them do this at the moment, although they are trailing. Wasteful pass, unforced error really. Arsenal. Able to cut that out with sharp movement.
I have not a clue how that went in. I thought we got the cross blocked off.
Away we go at 1-1.
That's a fail and a half.
Look, 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. Some players limbering up for the away team. Substitution in the offing. Jordan Cook, Whitehouse.
Lazy passing.
Away. Read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
This is the first match, so this isn't a replay.
Slipping it through. The goalkeeper.
Arce! Oh, you donkey! You absolute donkey! I only tapped that!
Oh, the crowd were up on their feet there. It's a spectacular effort.
You absolute donkey, Arce.
Whitehouse. He's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Rose. Roving away.
Penalty, penalty, penalty! Oh, I'm asking for it. Trying something a little bit different. I'm trying Guerrero straight through the middle. I'm trying with 3 strikers just off, just to see if those 3 strikers can get beyond him a little bit better. It seems like we're not being able to get Thomas the opportunities he needs in this game. Oh, I know, I know. Campbell! Oh, no! Off the post! That's a great bit of play. That's exactly what I wanted to do, though. Oh, that's a great save from the keeper, actually.
To win the ball here. Cooper. Now Guerrero. Well, this is a wonderful.
And that is full time. We're going to have a replay. We had 2 really good opportunities to win that. Really good. And we absolutely dominate. Their only shot on target was the freaking goal. So frustrating. At least we didn't lose. We get a bit of money for the FA Cup as well. A little bit of money. It always helps. Every little helps. That was just frustrating though. We should have won that. Cheltenham up next. We've seen as we started this season absolutely awful. For us to be sitting in 9th place, 2 points outside the playoffs, I will take that. It looks like it's wholesale changes for this game. I don't have enough players to have a first and second team, really. You know what? I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to start with Costa up top. Yeah, I'm going to start with Costa up top. Might sound a bit backwards, but I'm going to try 3 strikers behind him and see if that works. It's probably not going to, but you know what? Why not give it a go? Hey, it's worth it. It's a league game. We can try. We can try something. Got plenty of time left. Let's try it. Away at Cheltenham. I'm going to make them play in their yellow kit, just so there's definitely no clashes in the Reds. So at least, because this way now, the way that I'm trying to think about it is if, eventually, what I would love to be able to do is have a proper out-and-out target man. Wes Thomas just, he is a decent target man, but in that last game, I needed him to get forward. Chelsea versus Man U, what do I predict? If it's at, I forget, you'll have to refresh me. Is it at the Stamford Bridge? If it's at Stamford Bridge, then it's a Chelsea win, in my opinion. I don't think Mourinho's done enough in the last couple of weeks to change my mind that that United team can't really expect to go to Stamford Bridge and get a result, in my opinion.
Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
This is how the visitors will line up today. I think that back four is really important for them.
Yeah, if it's at Stamford Bridge, then it's Chelsea win.
They have. They should have more than enough. They're all good defenders in their own right, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. They could be a threat on the front foot. We'll wait and see.
Well done, Davies. Fox to Robles, or Robles. That's a lovely ball to Hooper. Hooper is going to try and cut it back. There we go. Okay. So, little Costa, our centre-back, our centre-mid, sorry, has just gone and scored the goal by being striker. Well done, little Costa. Right place, right time. I will have that. I will have that. Little mini Costa. Nice little ball here, though. And Costa, top corner. Nearly missed. He tried to miss it. It's a pity his name isn't like C. Costa, because then he could be Costa Coffee. He's always alert. I think that's he's going to be. He's always alert, definitely, because he's always on the coffee. His real name is actually Giovanni. His real name is Giovanni Di Campo, but his parents signed him away to Costa Coffee when he was just 7 years old because he always liked the logo and he's addicted to coffee. So that's why his name is now Costa. Yes, I am making that up. Yeah, well, why not? It's like King. It's like our centre-back King. Isn't really, his real name isn't King. It's just when he was in primary school. When he was in primary school, he just his dream job was said, I am always going to be king. So to cement that, when he was old enough, when he reached age of consent, when he was 14, for his birthday money, what he did was he went out and got a depot to change his name legally to King because he wanted to be king. He knew that he found out the harsh reality that he obviously couldn't have been the king properly because he wasn't part of the royal bloodline, but he decided that, you know what, I'm going to change my name to King anyway, because then no one can defute the fact that I am actually king.
Ventosa. He can cross it now. Barnett. The chance to put in a decent cross is actually put in wasteful one.
Wow, Dawson just absolutely wipes out Campbell. Well done, McEwen.
That's the keeper's ball from the moment the cross left his foot. Into the attacking third.
A funny story, Hooper actually wanted to be a basketball player.
It's a fine challenge. He's got the ball.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Will. It's fine, as you know. We don't run attendance in here. It doesn't matter. You don't have to come excuses. But if you do have a doctor's note to prove why you were late, then that would be greatly appreciated. I'm kidding, mate. You don't take attendance in this stream. You just turn up when you want to. It's all relaxed and all good fun. That's what YouTube and Twitch and streaming's meant to be. Don't feel bad about ever missing a stream or anything like that, because it's not that I don't care, but it's one of those. At the end of the day, how you decide to spend your life and enjoy your free time is completely up to you. I am honoured. I am honoured that you guys come and spend your time sitting with me. Seriously, I am. So. No, don't ever feel bad for missing a stream. We've got a second goal for Costa. This experimental formation with playing a midfielder as the main striker is working against Cheltenham. It could be just Cheltenham are bad and it won't work against anybody else. It's a good ball in by Robles, or Robles, and then Costa's there. Wow, I didn't know I was still in year 7. Hey. That's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The thing is, can we just have a poll in the chat? Do people... I mean, fair enough that the whole big thing is... I say, will Mourinho get sacked? I'm of the impression... That's a great save. I am of the impression that it's not will he get sacked, it's going to be a when he will leave. When he will get sacked. So, can we have a little consensus of when do you think Mourinho will leave? When, either sacked or resign. When do you think Mourinho will stop being Manchester United manager?
Read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
End at you right. So Ricky's reckons end of the season. Okay.
Now Dixon, Rose, this is Campbell. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they've still got the ball.
So is OP Gamer as well. Hopefully when it's matter it'll be impossible to recoup the loss of Alexis. Okay. Good morning KB, by the way. Either end of the season or after the Man City game. Oh, okay. I see, I think that it will be... Okay. I honestly think that it will be... It won't... He will go by the end of the season. I don't think it's going to happen soon, but he will be gone before the end of the season. I think it'll happen when the... I think there's going to be a champion crowned, like with 3 games to go. And I think as soon as that champion is crowned, he will go. So let's say Man City or Chelsea are the team to win it, and they win it with 3 games left. I reckon the weekend that it becomes mathematically impossible for anyone else to win the title is the weekend Mourinho goes. It does depend on the next couple of games, you're right.
Going forward well. Gets his cross in. Cleared away by the defender.
Well, we're 2-0 up at half time. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. The little experiment with little Costa Coffee up front is working. 3 strikers in behind him. It's probably never going to work again. Probably they don't know how to defend against a midfielder because he's naturally dropping a little bit deeper, I think. But I don't know. Oh, sugar, Darren. Next time, play a pass. He's off. Thank you. I was going to say the next six games are horrible for United.
Because the strikers seem to time his run really well.
Okay, we're freeze framing here. Okay, now what I want to look at here is Remy Campbell's decision making. Okay, so here, where do you think he's going to play the cross? We have a lovely bit of space in here, and we have a here, here, here. Fair enough, I could understand he's going to be on his weaker left foot, so I could understand if he's trying to chip it into the middle, he goes and then hits the keeper. Can understand that. Instead, he clears it. What? That's just donkulous. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point about Bournemouth. They are, but the thing is, Bournemouth and most teams of Bournemouth standard have a streaky set. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know whether... I think that he'll wait to get sacked just purely because he earns more money that way. Oh, that is a weak finish from Hooper. I think he'll wait to get sacked because that way he gets money. Unless they can come to an agreement by, you know, the usual term of mutual consent, which basically means that we are giving him enough money to satisfy a contractual obligation, but we're not giving you the full amount.
Substitution now for the home team. Hooper. Short passes and keeping the ball. Has to score.
This time Hooper makes him... That's a good finish. Very smart finish. Oh yeah, exactly. Will, which should you think which is better, BO4 or FIFA 19? For replayability and sheer grindability, Black Ops 4 is better than FIFA 19. Honestly. I am having so much fun with Black Ops 4. I will say this now, and I know KB's in the chat as well. I will say this now, Blackout, I don't like Battle Royale game modes. I absolutely hate them. Blackout is good. It's not amazing. I do get frustrated with it because it is, you can literally just hide for the entire game and pretty much get like top 10, something like that. But I've not played a battle royale that's better than Blackout, and I've tried them. It's good. It's good fun when you're in a decent squad. But I will play it 2-3 times, and then I will want to change because the multiplayer is just so good, in my opinion. Absolutely thoroughly loving it. Couple of BS weapons. It's like the Rampart is stupidly powerful. The ICR is stupidly powerful. The submachine guns, apart from the MX-9, don't seem to do anything at all. Unless you are like a good 2 or 3 shots ahead of the other person, and you know, I thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoy it. It's really, I think it's an absolute. I think it's the best Call of Duty to. I see my favourite Call of Duty of all time is Advanced Warfare. And this, it has me feeling the same kind of way as when I did at the start of Advanced Warfare. It makes me want to play it. It makes me want to grind. I actually woke up on Thursday morning knowing, because I hadn't had much time to game this week, because I've been out most nights this week. But Thursday night I knew I wasn't doing anything, so I woke up Thursday morning excited, knowing that when I got home from work I was playing Black Ops 4 that evening. I knew it, and you know, it's so good to have that kind of experience again with the Call of Duty, because I haven't had that for so long. It's like World War, Infinite Warfare and World War 2. We're good fun. We're okay. I played it, but I didn't have the I want to play more. I just kind of like, I'd play 10 games and get bored, and I'd be like, okay, is there anything more I can do? No, not really. I suppose I'll play a couple more. Whereas with this, I'll play 10 games and I'll go like, right, when's the next one coming? You know what I mean? You see, for me, I don't mind that there's no campaign, because the campaign was something that I just did. It's like, I think it's better to have no campaign than what they've done for the past 2 or 3, where it's a very half-arsed campaign. Whereas, fair enough for like Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare, they had like more proper actors involved in it. Even in World War 2, they had proper actors involved with it, like went full motion capture and everything like that. It was still a very half-arsed campaign. I don't think it was any good. It was, if you marketed that as a standalone game, which I know they won't, but if they did for a campaign, you'd be lucky if people give it more than 2 stars. And I messed up, but yeah. It would be better that it would be absolutely terrible. the campaigns would if you took them on their own, because everyone knows that Call of Duty focuses on the multiplayer. And the worrying thing is, I can see EA doing the exact same thing with career mode, because it's the offline mode. Career mode is a campaign, basically. That's what it is. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, the campaign. Ghosts, I will actually say this. Ghosts was the last good campaign. Didn't like the multiplayer, but Ghosts was the last good campaign. It's not a Black Ops 2 reskin. Definitely not a Black Ops 2 reskin. It has that. It makes you feel like you're playing Black Ops 2 because of how good it is, but it's not. It's definitely not a Black Ops 2 reskin. Definitely not. It's Black Ops. It's got a more Black Ops 3 feel to the gunfights, but obviously it's got some of the older maps. But the grinding feel, I agree with you, does kind of feel like Black Ops 2. And I like some of the stuff they've added in with the camos as well. When, spoiler alert, if you get diamond camo and get bloodthirsty, it changes colour. Yeah. Campbell, oh, that is horrible. Yeah, and then when you get to a merciless, it changes again. You know, they've done little things that's good. Obviously, some of the maps I absolutely hate. Firing range, I've never been a fan of firing range. That again, personal preference. Never been a fan of firing range. Never at all. I don't like which one is it? Morocco. Yeah, exactly. And KB's not a first-person. KB is an apprentice first-person shooter. A person. He has been trying to keep up with us for a couple of years now, and this is the first one he's got where he's playing on his own. No, there isn't a HQ like World War II, and I think that's good. That was a nice addition, and it gave a good World War II feel. But it added something to the game that didn't really need to be there. Because, let's face it, towards the end of that game, how many people actually spent time in that headquarters rather than just basically, if he didn't force you to be in there, you could then do everything through the menu. Which is how, to be perfectly honest with me, that's how a Call of Duty should be.
Victory.
One thing I will say is they haven't necessarily done a story, but they've done something very similar to, again, people, you can give me the idea, you can take it where it comes from yourself and tell me where you think it's come from, but I think they've took something from Rainbow Six Siege. With the specialist characters, they have their own specialist HQ, where you can do a little bit of story, get used to each character, have a little bit of training on how they do, and you also get to play like a game mode and learn some of the game modes and play against bots. And they have, if you do that, you get a little video of the specialist, like a little bit into their backstory, and you get a little bit of the story of Black Ops 4, and kind of, it's not exactly a campaign, but you get a little bit of a story about it, and you get a little bit of a background of why all these characters come together, which is good. It's really good. I think it's something that needs to be done, but and it's kind of, it is very much a Rainbow Six kind of feel where them and their operators, because you get a feeling of joining them players and who they are and a little bit of background. It's a nice addition in my opinion. Swindon next. Swindon just above us in the league. We've managed to climb and get up there. We're going to go back to a sort of normal formation for this one. Nope. Again, we were playing last night, and we were talking about this. There's a rumour that they're not going to be in it at all unless you buy. Good morning, Lewis. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for that compliment. That means the world to me. Thank you. There's rumours that they're not going to be a part of it at all unless you use and buy the Black Ops Pass, which I forget. I think I can't remember what it's called. It's got a specific name. Is it the Black Pass? I don't know. I've not a clue. But it's got its own name. But it's only going to. Rumor is that it's only going to be available within that. Again, not clue. Oh, that sounds also. Have you got anything planned for it? It's fine. Do you have like Oh, why did I just exit that? I need to make one more change. Lewis, I would love to try, but unfortunately, getting players on loan. I agree. Marcus Edwards is an absolute beast. The problem I have is I'm in League 2, and at the minute, I cannot get anyone to join on loan. I've tested over 300 players, roughly. I did another. I keep doing tests to see if I can get any more players in. Now we're further on in the season, but I've tested over 200 to 300 players, including everybody's on the loan list, and I was only to get 3 to come. I don't think I did Marcus Edwards. I know I did Carl. I know I tried to get Carl Walker-Peters. I tried Harry Winks. I love Harry Winks. Hell, what? Why? Okay, this doesn't make sense. Supporters impatient for the UEFA Champions League draw, and then a picture of a Grimsby player. We're not in the Champions League. That doesn't even make sense. Why are we being pictured in the Champions League draw? What? And that's my manager. That's my manager. That is a proper Gurn face as well. Come on, tell me the team. Tell me the team. Right, let me just while you guys are here, let's just try. Let's get Marcus Edwards. That is just bloody funny. That is. I can't get Marcus Edwards at the minute because he is on loan at Excelsior, but I will get him scouted up definitely, and then Jordan. Jordan? Are you talking Jordan much? Wow, Jordan Much is on Jordan Thornley. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see. I didn't read Thornley. Thornley. Okay. Yeah, I could try. I'll try and get Jordan Thornley because he is obviously a championship player. Marcus Edwards, I can't get hit. Definitely can't get him because he's on loan somewhere else. Let's try this Jordan Thornley. I don't think we're going to be able to afford his wages, but you know. I do, but the thing is, at the minute, I have got. I'm not going to be able to afford that. I can only afford 20%. No, I can't afford it. I can't afford it, so I'll try. Yeah. I've got no money, so I can't get him at the minute. But the reason why we're going with this formation at the minute is because it is actually working. And I'm going to try again. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try with a midfielder up front. Don't worry, I just can't afford. That's it. It's a Grimsby problem. It's not a you problem, Will. It's a Grimsby problem. We have no money. That's it. But I will try him when we've got the scout out on him. My problem, Lewis, the reason why I'm going with without 2 up top is I always play 2 up top. I've always played 4-4-2 pretty much all the way through. And this year, I made a promise to myself and to the stream that I wouldn't play 4-4-2. Getting you to the wings is brilliant. I will have a look at that. I will have a look at that guy as soon as this game is finished. But yeah, I always try to play. I always play 2 up top because it does always give me a nice balance. But I promised that I wouldn't play 4-4-2 and I'd try a different formation. We tried a bog standard 4-5-1 and that didn't work. But at the minute, this one seems to be working okay. We started to score, which is good. Oh, hang on. Opportunity. Get it round the back. Chicky Guerrero. Nope, no header. Defender. Ah, damn it. Play that pass really quickly. Swindon are going to be a tough team. Good defending, Hendry. Very good defending. Oh, you little poop. What club is that Matt Smaller from? He's from... so I'm guessing he's Norwegian. But do you know what club he's from, Lewis? Thomas gets in, good block by Nelson. Good ball in, good header. Oh no, I've got left back. I've got 2 good left backs, and I've got another one on the scouting which I would like to be able to get, but I'm not going to be able to. Oh, I was hoping that I'd be able to just lure him in and then do a little bit of a fake shot to get around him. That was just good defending, got in the way. McEwen's easily going to get that one. Oh, sugar. Messed up. Get it out. Keepers, easy McEwen. Where's my winger? And again, one more. Oh, Thomas. Should have been running for that. Feeling down. Wow. Oh, okay. I wonder what was going on then. And I saw the linesman had his flag up for offside. To play all the dues. Ooh, McGlashan, that's a good header. Gonna have to cover that off. Oh, Richard flicks it on. Lovely touch. Manjak, Chicky G. Good strike, good save. St. Pauli in Germany, thank you very much. Cook launches it in, header down. Good defending. Sorry, good goalkeeping, sorry. Oh, Whitehouse nicks it. That's in! We've capitalised on the AI making a mistake. That's the first time that I've been able to do that. Stupid AI. Rolls it out to Whitehouse. And Wes Thomas is there to say thank you very much. I will have the 1-0. Yet in. First time. It's usually me that makes those kind of errors. So it's refreshing for the keeper to do that. I'll say, oh, it's you little weak ass shot. That was just a terrible shot. I've tried Used. I've tried Used already. Oh, that's a lovely little flick. Oh, Thomas. He's in again. Oh, he's just agonisingly wide. Agonisingly wide. You just never make real contact with it. He's just sending it just past the post. If they're all Wednesday players, Will, I'm not going to try them because I will not be able to get them because I have no money to afford their wages. That's the main thing that's stopping me at the minute. Oh, just too far. Wes Thomas is in again. Another good defensive clearance. Ah, didn't work. No, trust me, Will. I have no money. I can afford £1,000 a week wages, which there's no way that Wednesday players are on that kind of money. Good header, good save. This could be dangerous. Well, I'd say could be dangerous. They messed up the passes. Well, so did I then, Loyola. Get it, Kingy. Well done. Wasted it out till half time. We were able to capitalise on the one defensive error, but we had two other good chances straight after, and we should be at least 2-0 up. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put Cook on the right wing. Well, the right side of the cams, because I'll say he's left-footed, so I'm assuming that stopped him scoring that one that fell down onto his foot. Again, assuming.
He just kicked it a little bit there and pass goes straight to the opposition. Whitehouse.
Oh, that is a tell-all past Whitehouse. It was not what I wanted that go out to Cook.
Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Yeah, it was a good first 45 minutes from the lad. Got the ball rolling with that goal, and he's been central to most of the good things his team has done.
To Thomas.
Good battling, Cook.
Trying to get the ball.
Thomas is in. Thomas shoots wide. They're falling on his left foot. Falling to his left foot. Not what we need him to. Good header, Cookie.
Could have got through there, but the defender absolutely on top of his game.
Uliola's got caught napping there. McGlashan plays it in. Anderson. Good block by Whitmore. King. Don't mess this up now, Kingy. Risky. No real massive outball here. There we go. Managed to work it.
There's good progress with this attack. This is an exercise in patience. They try to get an opening.
Try and pull him out of position.
Possession is the name of the game.
Whitehouse gets caught by McCourt. Now the break is on. So they're definitely playing counter-attack now. Terrible ball, Kingy. See you later, Lewis. I hope you have a good day. I don't know whether I'll be able to sign him, mate. I honestly don't. But I will definitely give him a look, and I'll put him on the scout list for sure. I want to give Vernon a run up top, and Arce can have a rest at Heston Tyler. And we'll swap him with Whitehouse. Oh, and we'll take Cook off as well. Cook looks like he's suffering the most, and we'll give Hooper another run. See you later, Lewis. Oh, he slips it through. Arce. Arce shoots. Oh, it's just snuck in. Keeper got a hand to it, but Arce's been able to find the top corner. And it's 2-0 Grimsby. Little bit of space now. Good ball by Thomas. Snuck it through. Arce takes the shot. That is unfortunate from the keeper. Got fingertips to it. If he'd been able to get a solid palm on it, that was a good save. Yeah, just got a fingertip to it. Pushed it into the top corner. Been able to get 2 fingers on it, it would have been saved.
20 minutes to go. And the ball's with Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah, finally finding our feet in the division. Again, this is another reason why I'm a little bit reluctant to change formation, because it's now at this stage where I have got a comfortable feeling about where my players should be, if that makes sense. It's like I know kind of how we can work out like little bits of space, how we can attack. And also, we're not being as left open defensively as we used to be. Hello again. Thank you. Ow. Ow. My ear is hurting. Ow. I just had a really sudden pain in my left ear. Right, let's take the headphone off. That is... Ow. You know when you feel like your ear needs to pop? I'll have to do that after the game. But tear to me, Anyway, yeah, I finally get an idea where, attacking wise, where our players are going to be. And it is actually a nice, comfortable. Good morning, Alex. And good morning, Savage Sheep. Hang on. I don't know who that was. Hessenthaler, wasn't it? Yeah, it's good that we're actually getting to a decent set of results. Obviously, it would have been nice if we'd have been able to get through the FA Cup second round without going to a replay. That would have been nice. Who do I support football-wise? Port Vale. Alex. I'm a Vale fan. For my troubles. Especially after Laxwich. That was an awful performance. Oldham today's not going to be easy for us either. McEwen's, well done. Oh, we've got a free kick as well. But can I not just play on from like the ball in the keeper's hands? Can we not just play on from there? Because that would have just been a hell of a lot better for me. Am I from Port? Yeah, I'm. Shut up, Ricky. Don't make me come. Don't make me bash Mourinho again. Am I from Port? There is no such thing as Port. Well, there is, but it's an alcoholic beverage. And it's also where ships are docked. But yes. I am not far from where Vale play home games, if that's what you were meaning, Alex. Oh, Vernon. Oh, just couldn't bring it down. Yeah, exactly. So me and you should be allies, not bickering at each other. Anyway, we win that game. Let's have the victory celebration.
Victory.
And seeing as we've won a couple of games in a row, let's go for the OG victory celebration. Yeah. To be fair though, Watford, when they were playing Spurs, were beating everybody. But Watford won the first, was it the first 4 games of the season until he ran up against United, or first 5 games of the season that they won? It's a joke. It's a joke. The thing is about football, there's certain things that you've got to be able to have a bit of banter about. You've got to. And you've got to have a little bit of a sense of humour about your own football team. Because otherwise, you will end up just in an argument every single day. Trust me. You know, it is just what it is. You have to have a slightly thicker skin when it comes to your own football club. And especially if you are a football club that gets beat a lot. If you are a football team that gets beat a lot, like Vale, then you have to really have a very, very, very strong sense of humour. Otherwise, you will just lose your crap every single day. There's a lot of Vale fans that do that. Now that map, so it isn't spelt like that. Let's try his surname that he put in. Dale Fry doesn't work either. Moller. There we go. This is the guy he was on about. Yeah, definitely has something special. He looks like he is going to be Cud. Yeah. I mean, we've already covered, Alex. We've already covered this. We reckon it's going to be. Ricky reckons it's going to be 3-0 to Chelsea. And I personally think it's going to be. I think United will score, but I do think it's going to be 2 or 3 for Chelsea. It's either going to be 2-1 or 3-1 Chelsea. But I think United will get a goal. We're at risk of losing Dixon. Okay. What position does Dixon play? I think he's a right back. Ooh, I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that, Alex. No, I just... Well, either there's going to be a lucky touch, but if you look back a couple of seasons ago, Rashford just did a business on David Luiz, didn't he? So it's either going to be Rashford's going to run through, get a goal, you're going to get a free kick and Mata's going to curl one in, or it's going to be you're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go, he throws on Fellaini, goes up front and then gets a header. You know, it's going to be that kind of thing. Who the hell is Dixon? What should be someone I've used? Oh, it is. It's the left back. Now we can let him go. To be perfectly honest, there are a lot of teams in the league that are desperate for Eden Hazard. United are just one of a few. I think every single Premier League team would welcome Eden Hazard into their team with open arms. Yeah, we'll go with that lineup to start off with. Now, I will say to Alex, I will agree with Alex in the fact of Mourinho is a good manager, but he's only good. But I will add a stipulation. The stipulation is he is good for 1 or 2 seasons, and again, good, not great. Guardiola, Klopp, great managers. Mourinho, good, 1-2 seasons. That's what. Again, that's my opinion on Mourinho. He's more of what you call it. He's more of a mercenary manager. He's one of the managers that you can go in and just do a job for a season, 2 seasons done. Now, again, it's relative. It's relative because if you want a mercenary manager, you as a club want to go and win a title, a cup competition. You bring in a mercenary for a season to get you that title. Boom, done. Done. Won the title, that's it. You wanted me to bring the title, I've won you the title. You know, that's the way it goes. Klopp is the other way. Klopp is your long-term, I want to change the ethos of the club manager. Eddie Howe, similar. Sean Dyche, same thing. Again, I'm using Premier League as the example. All those managers I've just mentioned are the ones where you build, the building managers. Arsene Wenger, the same. That's the way it goes. It's like if you want a manager to build, or do you want a manager to come in and be a mercenary? That's what you got to look at. Mourinho is going to make Mourinho after this job. Mourinho is going to, after this job, basically just pick and choose where he wants to be for money. He will get another high-profile job because of his credentials in previous leagues. You look at what he did for Chelsea first time round and second time round in the first season. You look at what he did for Real Madrid, with Inter Milan, with Porto. Even technically with United for the first season, technically getting second in the Premier League was an achievement. You know? Hey, it would. I agree with you with that one. But let's face it, he's never going to go to Bournemouth. He's never going to be put in a situation where he goes to someone like that. He's never going to be in that situation because he's Guardiola, because he's a household name, because of everything he did with Barcelona and Bayern Munich. And obviously now with Man City. Guardiola will go down as what, again, this is history. This is not my opinion. This is Guardiola will go down as one of the better managers in the history of football because of the teams he's managed. Doesn't necessarily, he has a good way of taking a great team and making them win titles. He doesn't have, I don't think he, if you give him a building project, he would be able to do it the same as, like, say, Klopp. I don't think he'd be able to do it. But he's a good way of turning a good team into a great team and winning the league. Oh, off the post! Oh, should have been 1-0 up there. You have to give, in my opinion, Guardiola is a manager that's extremely lucky. He gets given a lot of the tools to succeed when he starts. Bayern Munich were already a really good team. And then he just basically went in and just said, you know what, I'm Guardiola, give me blah, 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 and then that's it. We'll win the league for the next however many seasons. And he's done the same with Man City. Done exactly the same. Man City were arguably the third best team in the league. And he went in and just said, give me this, and I will win you the title for 2 straight years. And he's going to do that. He's going to win the title again this year. No, but that's the thing. He doesn't have to win the Champions League for him to be a great manager. He just has to dominate the domestic to be classed as a good manager. And I haven't turned my notifications off. Shout out to Moonman. I need to just turn this off, so give me 2 seconds. I forgot to do that. You know, that's the way he goes. He dominates leagues. Good morning, Marussia. Cook gets it in, and it counts. We're 1-0 up. Yeah, you should win that. Oh, you're at home, Marussia, and Port Vale versus Oldham. Oh, how nice of you to think Vale are going to score. How good Mourinho do with a team like Port Vale. I honestly don't think he would get as... I don't think he'd get relegated, but I don't think he'd win as the league. Because Smurthwaite wouldn't give him the money. He would fall out with Smurthwaite and he'd leave like 6 months into the season. Oh, that was a terrible pass. I didn't want that. Exeter. I think Grimsby away is always a tricky venue because Grimsby are a bit tasty at home. That's the best way to put it. They are a bit nasty. So I think if you weather the early storm and you get to 25 minutes and you haven't conceded, then you should be on for a solid 2-3-0 win. But I think you've got to weather the early Grimsby storm. That's what I think. If you weather the early Grimsby storm, then you should be all right. Vale need to just not concede in the first 5 minutes of the game. No, they're not. No, Alex, they're not. They're very good at home. They're very good at nicking results at home. I'm on ultimate. I'm on ultimate, Alex. I'm getting there now with the game. I'm figuring it out. How far's Crawley from where you are then? Is it a big travel? I've no idea where Crawley. I've no idea like distances from like relative locations. I'm okay with where I am, but anywhere else in the country, not a clue. Three and a half hours. Ugh. That's just on the limit of where I would go on holiday. Saddleman. Wow, what's going on with Notts County? Secure a not a clue. Not a clue. Are you doing predictions today? I might do. We might do. I haven't made up my mind yet. What time are we on? Yeah, I think we could do. Yeah, I think we could do. Hashtag, to be perfectly honest, Alex, can we not do hashtags? Can we not do like hashtags like that? We hate stuff. It's a kind of... I don't mind us having a little bit of banter about saying how bad a team is, but not like we out and out hate a place. Yeah, it's like I don't mind. It's like next August. Next August, I will be going up to like the northern reaches of Scotland. It's like literally, if you look on a map of England, well, on the United Kingdom, should I say, and you go and you look right at the top of Scotland, just right of centre. So it's like on the top coast. There's a place called Findocky, I think. I think it's called Findocky. The closest big city is Elgin, and that's not exactly a big city. The closest big town, sorry, is Elgin. I will be going there sometime next year for a holiday. And we will be driving. So we'll be driving from Stoke to there. So that's not going to be a fun journey. So yeah, that's where I'll be going on holiday for a week, maybe a bit longer next year somewhere. So that's going to be a long drive. But I've got a long time to obviously get up to it. The thing is, I'm going for a holiday. I'm not going for an afternoon. That's the thing. It's like for a football game, 2.5 hours to 3 hours is probably the max I would do for a football game. Maximum. Anything longer than that, you can sod off. Because you're there for a football. You're there for a football game for what? 2 hours? 3 hours max if you get there early and go to the pub, or stay behind afterwards for the pub. So you spend more time in the car than you do actually at the game. So again, I'm not a hardcore I will follow the veil everywhere kind of fan, because I very rarely go to away games because it's just I get too nervous. So you know, so the idea of spending like 6-7 hours in the car, basically just to watch a 2-hour game of football, doesn't make sense to me, especially if they lose. And yeah, Macclesfield have just turned it on the second half. And good morning, Bipolar Bear. Hope you're doing well, and congratulations on the birth of your second child, mate. Congratulations. Hope you're enjoying life, and I hope you're getting some sleep, mate. I really do. If we can have a congratulations in the chat for Bipolar Bear and his wife, that would be great. If not, you guys all suck. I'm kidding, obviously. Oh, we get the 2-goal lead back. Cook peels off his man, gets to the back post, and that's the 3rd goal for Grimsby. And we just need to stay solid at the back. Lovely play from Campbell. Little dink to the back post, and Cook is just there. He tried to miss it. Are you back at work this morning, mate, or are you chilling at home in the man cave? Well, the bear cave, should we say. The ice cave. Hey, the thing is, if anyone is allowed to dislike it. Anyone is allowed to like it, anyone is allowed to dislike it. If I invoke strong feelings of hatred and dislike, then it just means that I am doing okay. Because at least I am invoking some emotion rather than people just going, huh, this guy's boring. I don't mind. Dislike. If you dislike the video, then that's great. But if you do hit the dislike, please let me know why. Because at least then I might be able to change things for you, so you might like it. But if you just dislike it just because you're so bald, dislike, it's fair enough. If you expected me to be a 20-something-year-old blonde with big boobies, then I do apologise, because, you know, the name Raccas Gaming obviously assumes that I'm going to be a booby streamer. But, you know, I do apologise that I do not have that. I have one big boob, and that is my forehead. So I do apologise. I play like a boob, I act like a boob, but, you know, you can just watch that. So, yeah. Good morning, Angry Birds. Straight at McEwen. Yeah, wow, Secure. That is commitment. That is commitment. That must. Well, the only reason why I'm disliking. Well, the thing is, I've got my left ear actually feels like it's blocked at the minute. It's actually throbbing. So that's the reason why I don't want the headphone on. It is actually a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna have to sort it out. Hopefully it's not something like an ear infection or anything like that, but it is honestly just hurting right now. Essen Tyler gets a bit of space, shoots, good block. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thank you very much, Angry Birds. Let's try and send it in a little bit further than normal. Ooh, hang on. Davies. Centre back. Oh, what a save. Gross. One thing I don't get is one of our strikers was on the halfway line in Vernon, and Welsh just missed the ball. He just completely missed the ball. Are you from Grimsby? No, I am not. I am from. Good save, McEwen. I am from just outside Stoke-on-Trent, and I am a Port Vale fan. The reason why I'm doing Grimsby is because he was voted for by my Twitter followers and my stream. So that is the reason, and that is how we do a lot of things on the channel. We take polls when we start a new series, so people are most interested. Sometimes it doesn't suit everybody, but you know, you have to. OC Gaming, good morning. Hope you're doing well, my friend. The loudest thunderstorm ever. The thing is, I like Sunderland. I've had a sort of a soft spot for Sunderland when, like, ever since they were at the Dell. Love that. That ground was amazing. And the reason why I like the Dell so much, there was actually a moment where this was I think this was in the mid-90s. There was a moment where there was a shot, and it was from like inside the 18-yard box. I can't remember exactly where it was from, but the shot was hit that hard it actually went in, hit the boards behind the goal, because the advertising hoardings were really close to the back of the net. The net was only, say, about 2 or 3 foot deep as well, so it wasn't that as deep as the normal goals are nowadays. But it hit the boards, bounced back out. Ref didn't give it as a goal. The ref didn't give it as a goal because it went in and out that quickly that they thought that someone blocked it. Seriously, it was brilliant. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it's like little grounds like that were perfect. They made it have. They were like really close to the pitch. Fair enough, it only held. I want to say 15,000 max. I think it was probably might have even been less than that. The Dell didn't hold many people at all, so which is obviously why they had to move to St Mary's to try and make more money out of the Premier League. But yeah, it was a tiny ground, but it was great. Vale will not go down, but hey, if Stoke carry on the way that they're going, they stand a chance of getting close to the playoffs. I'm not going to lie. And as I said at the start of the season, I hate the fact that I can't hate your Stoke's manager. I hate that because I actually respect Gary Rowett. I respect Gary Rowett. I really do. I think he's going to be a good manager. I honestly do. I think given the opportunity, he could make it somewhere in the Premier League. But whether that's with Stoke or not, I don't know. But Stoke have got a difficult. I mean, anyone in the Championship, get in, we win. But anyone in the Championship this season has got a real tough ass to get out of there, because there are a lot of good teams in there. And if you add West Brom and Stoke and Swansea to the mix, you know, then that is going to be great, because they're going to add some fight from last season. Fair enough. Stoke and Swansea were by far the worst teams in the Premier League last season. By far. And then you look at West Brom this season, and West Brom have been brilliant. Most games. You know, they've been brilliant. And we're through to the next round of the FA Cup, which is awesome. Nice 4-1 win over Macclesfield. Why couldn't we do that first time round? But at least we're through. We're through to the third round, so we might stand a chance of being able to get that. Exactly. I mean, there are a lot of good teams within that that Premier League Championship. Sorry. Right, guys, it is 11 o'clock now, and I honestly need to go and sort this ear out, because it honestly is starting to become really uncomfortable. So I'm going to be ending the stream here. I'm making sure that I get both saves done. We're going to have a quick look at the league table before we end it, because we've made some very good progress. Seeing as we started, if we go back to say episode 1, episode 2, I think we started and we were rock bottom, and we only got a point from the first 4 or 5 games, and now we're currently sitting in 4th place, which is unbelievable. I don't think, well, we're going to have to do very well to try and get top spot off MK Dons, because they are just running away for 15 points behind them already. We're holding on. We've got 3 points, which separating us and Swindon, who are just outside the playoffs, and it's really tight. I mean, what points are we on? Are we on 34? Yeah, we're on 34. 10 points separates us and 22nd. There's more point differential between 1st and 4th than there is between 4th and 22nd. Mental. With Crew currently holding up the bottom of the league. So yeah, we're doing okay. Really enjoying that. Let's have a quick look at the other competitions that we're in. Obviously, we managed to get through in that one, which is awesome. In the second round replay. Let's have a look. Carabao Cup, Birmingham versus Liverpool, West Brom versus Norwich. So Liverpool are the only Premier League team to get through to the semi-final. In the aerial final of the Checker Trade, no one gives a damn about that one. And let's have a look at what is going on in the Champions League. Okay, in the round of 16 in the Champions League, we've got Hoffenheim versus Atletico, Bayern versus Man City. That's going to be a gun. Roma versus Ajax, Dortmund versus Real Madrid, Man U versus Schalke, Barcelona versus PSG, the Neymar rematch, Liverpool Juve, that's going to be tough for Liverpool, and Galatasaray versus Spurs. So you'd say at least 2 English clubs should get through in that one. In the round 32 in the UEFA League, Europa League, sorry, do apologise. Genk versus Inter, Arsenal versus Stade Rennais, Celtic versus Fenerbahce. I'm just trying to pick out a good game. Valencia Leipzig, it's going to be a good one. Chelsea should have no trouble against Club Brugge. Newcastle, how did Newcastle get in there? But anyway, Newcastle are in it, and against Benfica. Not a clue how Newcastle managed to get into that anyway. And Milan versus Villarreal is probably the only other one that you could say is actually any good. But yeah, that is what we've done. So that is where we're doing. I'm just, because my OCD, I am making sure that I save it again. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just swap it over to Facecam. So we're in full Facecam. Again, I'm sorry for this left ear just being on show. I know it looks weird, but just unfortunately you're gonna have to put about it. Maybe. But yeah, I'm just gonna exit the game now. Let me just get rid of my controller. So turn off console. So that's the Xbox turned off. And let's do some score predictions. So let me get my pen out and my pad, and let's go and have a look at some score predictions. And where did we get up to with score predictions? Oops, we're going to have to use a new piece of paper. Okay, so let's go to BBC. Let's go to, you know what, because of that, let's put this on there. So BBC Sports website, we're going to have a look at the games that are going on today. So this is going to be, obviously, Chelsea versus Man United is the 12:30. We are not going to touch that one with a barge pole because there's already been so much talk about that one in chat already. So we're not going to touch that one today. Instead, we're going to do a London derby, and we're going to pick West Ham versus Tottenham. So we're going to do West Ham versus Tottenham in the first game. My pen isn't working. Come on, pen. You can just put in the chat. You can just put who you think's going to win. We're not going to hold you to a score. You just put who you think's going to win. Bournemouth Southampton, I don't see that as a derby. Whereas West Ham Tottenham is a derby. So that's the only reason why. So Marussia's going West Ham. Istvan is going Tottenham. That's the only reason. And Ricky's going Tottenham as well. I'm going draw in that one because I want to be different. And if I want to stand a chance of beating Ricky, then I'm going to have to go different. Ricky seems to get quite a few right in this for some reason. I don't get why. He's got a time machine. He goes forward to 6 o'clock he goes forward to about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Comes back into the stream and goes like this: score, 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 score. I'm right. So that's what Ricky always does every single week. For the championship, pick an interesting game. Again, Blackburn Leeds is a 12 o'clock kickoff, so we're not going to pick that one. Let's go with Battle of the W's. We're going Wigan versus West Brom. We've got a W battle going on for the win. So we're going Wigan versus West Brom. I'll get mine in earlier on, and I'm going to go for a West Brom win. I reckon that the WBA, the Women's Basketball Association, are going to beat Wigan Rugby. Because, you know, it just is. So WBA all day. So Marussia is West Brom all day. And Istvan is going for a draw. What is Ricky doing? Ricky's just... the reason why it's taking Ricky so long, he's just going into the time machine again, just to make sure that he got this one right. So that's why Ricky's taking his time. We'll wait for him to come back. You know what it is. Obviously, there's a time delay a little bit. So, obviously, Istvan, you chose correctly because you've gone the same way as the time traveller. So, and just going to say this, that when the next Doctor Who gets announced, when the next Doctor Who gets announced, what you're going to find is that the next Doctor Who is going to be Ricky Clarkson. You know, just point it out there. You know, it hasn't been announced yet because they've only just done a new Doctor, but it's going to be Ricky Clarkson. So just watch out for that one. And remember, you heard it here first. In League One, let's pick again. I'm trying to pick something interesting, but I don't know what's interesting in League One at the minute. You know what? Man, the spoilers. Hey, let's put it here, Ricky. Mate, you know what's going to happen. The thing is, if anyone's talking about spoilers, it's you. Everything you say is a spoiler. Everything you say is a spoiler. Doncaster Gillingham. Don't know why. Donny versus Gilly. That's the reason. It sounds funny in my head. I haven't gone for a home win yet, so I'm going to go for Doncaster. Donny versus Gilly. Yeah, Donny Gilly. Donny win for Marussia. So far, Marussia, the only one we've disagreed on is the West Ham Tottenham game. So we might tie. Again, Ricky's just waiting for his time machine to cool down so he can use it again. Home win, no idea. And like, obviously, every one of us is going to be right because Ricky's gone for it. The thing is, I would love this now of how strongly I'm playing this. Ricky gets every single one of these wrong because he's just trying to throw us off. Ever since we mentioned the time machine, Ricky's gone, okay, I know what they're going to think. They're going to think that I'm going back and forth and doing it, so I'm going to put the opposite. I might let Ricky say the next one, and then I'll go opposite. I think that's what I'll do. But now he knows I'm going to do opposite, but he's like, I don't know. What do I do? Anyway, so we're going into League 2 now. And anything of interest in that one? Is there any teams that I hate? Well, Lincoln I hate after last week. Yeovil I always hate. You know what? Wow, that is a big. You know what? Macclesfield versus Carlisle. Now we've already. The thing is, Marussia, we've already talked about Exeter earlier on. So Mac versus Carlisle, and I'm gonna wait for Ricky to say what he's gonna do. because I'm an idiot. Oh, we've got the FA Cup 4th round qualifier today. Oh. Bye-bye. Charlie? I'm assuming Isfan you mean Carlisle. So Isfan and Ricky are going Carlisle. And Marussia, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I'm feeling them. Carlisle are a dangerous team at home. Very dangerous team at home. Don't think they travel that well. So that's it. FA Cup draw is on Monday, yeah. Got some interesting games. I mean, I read something earlier on about like Dunstan UTS. Dunstan UTS are from Paul Gascoigne's hometown, and they're against Gateshead, and they're the lowest ranked team that are still left in the competition. And if they win, that's insane. But it's like I'm just having a quick look now. Is there anyone else that's like stand out? Chesterfield Flied. One thing I like looking at when I look at the non-league, is I just want to see if there are any like strange names towns. I mean, obviously Leatherhead just sounds weird anyway. It makes it sound like it's a bloody Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. Well, the Metropolitan Police. If you want to go and nick something in London, the Metropolitan Police are playing this afternoon against Havens and Waterlooville. So have fun. Looting, perhaps it could be like a town from the Purge or something like that. So yeah, you never know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And if you want to get notified of every time I go live or when I upload a video, which is very rare these days, then hit that little bell next to it and you get notified. If you have got any comments, concerns or improvements, then please leave it in the chat down below or on a comment of a previous video, and I will make sure to read it and make some changes relevant to that. So thank you very much for watching. We'll be live tomorrow morning. I've been Raccas, and I'll see you on the next one. Tra.